Parachute is the leverage needed for SME law firms to compete against the big players.
Right.
So it is a ability for a small law firm to extend their wingspan, to increase their margins within a month of deployment and drive their efficiencies unlike any other tool. So what SME law firms are currently doing, they're using ChatGPT off the shelf, like you mentioned. That's not trained for legal output. Yeah, It's getting better, but it also risks just not just hallucination, but context issues.
Yep.
We want to create, and we have created, a platform whereby you have a central control room for a small or medium law firm whereby everything else in the law firm and its needs pivot. And that's what we're building. And the experience that I've got running an SME law firm provides insights that a normal tech dev just wouldn't have to build this platform for SMEs.
Well, not just that. I mean, you've been inside a startup that's scaling that needed, you've sat both sides of the table, right? You haven't just sat in legal. You've sat in big firms, small firms. You've sat on the business side and you run your own firm. I mean, you pretty much ticked every box to be able to do that.
I'm trying to think of someone else that has that experience, but boutique, big law, in-house, overseas, in-house private equity, in-house venture, and then your own SME law firm. Like,
this is why you had no time.
Yeah, but it's also, this is why the product development can be done in such a way where it's so bespokely designed for the pain points that small, medium law firms experience.
So if I try and put this in say I'm watching this and I'm not a lawyer, your customers are predominantly lawyers. Can you buy this as a business as well, or is it just for law firms?
You can buy it as a business, but what we're finding is that law firms, because it immediately results in ROI gains,
massive
efficiency gains, they're more ready to just take this on. They're like, listen, we are so consumed by the admin, which isn't billable. When you run a law firm, you don't think that you're going to be like spending 30% of your time chasing invoices, drafting emails, which something else should draft for you, or filing into your PMS, your practice.
When you run any business, you don't think
that's true. Right? That's true. Any small, medium business. So law firms are really picking this up, and that's exactly what we want. Yes, businesses can still purchase and get a license. They just need to have a law firm to help them verify the AI output.
So essentially, this is you're giving them a power up. What you're saying is, okay, you're a little law firm, you've only got X amount of resources. You're trying to compete against this behemoth over here. Put this platform in, and we just do all the stuff that you haven't got time to do and take you from there to there almost instantly.
100%.
And you can just focus on the stuff that really matters, which is where the real value is from a lawyer point of view.
Yeah.
Whereas they've got 200 people doing that, they've got you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you have a 3 or 5 person law firm, you'll start experiencing the margins or the growth or the revenue of 1.5x very, very quickly. There's like hundreds of legal tech platforms out there, right?
There are.
Like
legal tech's having a real, not just what you're doing, but just generally legal tech is having a massive surge right now.
100%. A lot of investment and overinvestment and concentration in legal tech. From the perspective of small, medium law firms, there aren't many competitors. I've probably found one in the US. And that is validated by the conversations we're having with other lawyers who have tested a bunch of different platforms, and they're like, hey, I haven't found anything like this.
Yeah.
So that's a really big validation for us. We think we need to keep pushing. And the challenge that we face now is marketing and getting it out there, because the product itself is great. And the product at the moment is only probably 30 to 40% of where we think it'll be in 3 to 6 months' time.
Yeah.
But it's already a working product that is generating a lot of ROI returns for the early adopters. So now it's about push, and it's about awareness. And that's part and parcel of what we're doing all of this for.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.